I'm talking to David Kane, who is a chartered accountant who's been 30 years in practice, specialises in the valuation of private company shares. Well, David Kane, your company is Sundial Tax Finance Limited.
That's correct.
And you've got some very important expertise to assist with company administration, the valuation of companies, the exit strategy, advising on exit strategies. Right. Helping with succession planning, I suppose, and insurance.
Yes.
What happens when partnerships break up, etc.
Right.
Could you describe your expertise, Mark?
Right. Well, it's valuation of private companies. So we're talking about shares which are not quoted on the stock market. There's not a ready price for it, and they're normally held in family, private individuals. And therefore there's no ready market. Therefore need somebody like myself, the share valuer, to come along when the need arises to value those shares for transfer or whatever. And I use my specialist techniques to arrive at an appropriate value. I think the best description is a valuer bridges the aspirations of the seller with the expectations of the buyer. Or put them the other way around, like crack their heads together so they come up with the correct answer or reasonable answer. And I use techniques to arrive at that, which is basically, without being too technical, price-earnings ratio, dividend yield, net asset valuations. I go through those models and I look at the preceding 3 years' results, project those forward, look at the quality of management, the quality of the product or service being sold by the company, and also the competition, and from all those things I arrive at a valuation of those shares.
And you plan to, under the rubric of MindWorks, say a little bit more about those techniques in a short knowledge bites, if you like, and then in slightly longer.
Yes. The idea is to do it in two formats. One, as you're saying, you just suggested a taster session to give the attendant some idea of what I'm involved with, and then to do more of a fully extended seminar to go more deeply into the subject of share valuation. And I'm really looking to two categories, for want of a better expression. I'm looking, with whom I mostly deal, are professionals like accountants, lawyers and IFAs, and it's really their clients who require my service. Whereas the general business public is probably less likely on a day-to-day basis they would require my services, but I'm quite happy to have a seminar or taste with them to make them understand what it is in valuing their own company.
Right, and I suppose a lot of people who start in their own business, they need to get professional advice before they get into partnerships or issue shares with exits in mind.
Correct, as you say, with exits in mind, because the theory is at the end of the day that as soon as you start to form your own company, you should be thinking how you're going to sell it. Although you may enjoy the journey in the meantime, at the end of the day, it's what you get out of it, and go into retirement and be able to afford to retire and shape up the company for retirement, that you should be thinking about what the value is going to be.
Okay. If people come on these taster sessions or on the longer seminar, could you say a bit more about what they would get out of that experience and how you would expect to work with people after they finish the seminar or taster session?
Right. Okay. Well, if you're selling your company, looking at the overall company itself rather than interest in a company. If you're selling your company, looking to sell your company, I would set out what the basic techniques of valuation of the company and what they should be doing to that company in order to bring it into a saleable condition. And for those looking for companies, buying companies, they may be enterprise investment scheme investors. What they should be looking for in those companies within that scheme to be sufficiently satisfied they're placing their money as well as they can in those companies.
Right.
Yeah. And then following on from that, shareholders who want to buy into an interest into a company or want to break up with existing shareholders, perhaps a good reason, not necessarily bad, they just want to go separate ways. I can give the audience an idea of what it would be to what is involved in valuing the shares, whether it be minority or majority shareholdings.
Okay, and what's your business model in terms of working with people? Is it an hourly sessional price, or do you work on a price on result? How does it work?
I work on the basis of a free consultation to begin with, and generally speaking, all I need to see is the last 3 years' accounts, copy of the memorandum of articles of association, a shareholders agreement if there is one, and I can assess from that what it will cost them for me to do a valuation.
Yeah.
So that's agreed up front. I do the valuation. It normally takes between 10 and 5 and 15 working days,
Right.
and they get the report at the end of it.
They get a report, okay.
A written report at the end of it, and also a free discussion afterwards to discuss if there are more than one party involved to take them through it as well.
Okay, fantastic. So whether they choose to purchase that service or not, they're going to raise their awareness a lot about what is involved.
Yes.
Which has got to be worth doing.
Yes, I hope so, yeah.
Thank you very much, David.
Right, okay.